So in this video, I will go over the 8 common signs your ex just wants to sleep with you. Now to be clear, just because your ex displays any of these signs, it doesn't necessarily mean they actually want to sleep with you, just sleep with you. Think of them more as signals of the desire and not necessarily guarantees of this desire. So let's go to sign number 1. Their reconciliation efforts are very inconsistent. So if your ex really wants to rekindle things, they will put forth genuine effort into getting you back. They will go above and beyond to make you feel respected, to make you feel loved, and even cherished. However, if your ex only wants you for physical intimacy, so for your bitchin' hot bod, or is simply looking for a distraction, they will not invest the same level of effort. So if your ex's actions constantly and unpredictably ping-pong between these two extremes, it is likely that they don't really care about you, but they just want sex. As for sign number 2, their interest went from 1 to 10 in a blink of an eye. So if your ex wants you back, they will show their interest on their sleeve. You will notice their efforts to connect through texts and calls or even unexpected visits. However, if your ex is solely interested in sexual intimacy, their level of interest will often be very inconsistent and sporadic. In fact, they may only show it when they're feeling bored or are in need of a quick fix. And when they show it, this interest will often be devoid of really any meaningful build-up. In other words, your ex won't ease into sex by first dating and connecting with you. They will skip these stepping stones, rush things, and just try to get straight into bed with you, literally. As for sign number 3, they prioritize the bedroom. So while it's true that chemistry between exes can be very alluring, if an ex genuinely wants to reconcile with you, they will prioritize communication, bonding, spending quality time together, similarly to what I talked about in the last sign. However, if your ex is only interested in sleeping with you, their focus will be primarily on what happens in the bedroom and how to, as quickly as possible, get you in it. As for sign number 4, they are usually unavailable when you go out with them. So although it is possible that they just have a really busy schedule, when your ex genuinely wants to reconcile with you, they will go out of their way to make time for you, even if that means rearranging their schedule and making maybe a few small sacrifices here and there. But if your ex is only interested in sleeping with you, they may not always make this effort to meet up with you, or even be consistently receptive and available emotionally, that is, and even like in a sense of scheduling when you try to schedule a date. Moving on to sign number 5, they do not want other people to know about you. So when your ex is trying to get you back, they will typically tell their friends and family about it, partly to seek advice and feedback, partly to prepare them for the possibility of you two actually getting back together. Pretty self-explanatory. But if your ex is keeping your meetups or dates, whatever you guys call them, a secret, it likely is just because they want to sleep with you. Of course, there are always exceptions. Maybe they're not sure about you yet. Maybe they don't know where things are gonna lead. Maybe your ex is just young and immature and by extension a bit embarrassed that they're crawling back to you. These are all inherently legit reasons, so don't just, push them off the table just yet. Now to move on to sign number 6, your ex only reaches out after you post a hot photo online. This is a very telltale sign your ex only wants to sleep with you, and it's also pretty self-explanatory. If your ex truly missed you and wanted to rekindle things, They would reach out regardless of your social media activity. Anyhow, as for sign 7, your ex only wants to meet up late at night. This is also one of the more obvious signs your ex wants to sleep with you. Like, have you ever thought about the timing of meeting up with your ex when you just wanna, when you want to actually rekindle things? You would probably do it in an afternoon or evening, so you can have a really fun, extended date, so you can then eventually organically hook up. Well, whenever your ex just reaches out at like 2 fucking a.m. or something, it's a pretty blatant sign that they just want to sleep with you. Because if they actually cared about you as a person, they would have this decency to meet up at some mutually convenient time and to, I guess, at least progress with the whole sexuality aspect organically. Anyhow, to move on to our final sign, sign number 8, your ex wants to sleep with you. They are in a different relationship. So if your ex is in a different relationship, that's a big warning sign that they probably only are interested in sleeping with you. You're like a plan B. They have their serious partner on the one hand, and then they have you. So, sure, other options here do exist, right? Your ex may be just using you to get back at their current partner by making them jealous. They may be just greedy and want 2 relationships at the same time. Or they may simply be interested in stringing you along because you keep pampering them with gifts or maybe even supporting them financially. These are all, again, valid reasons. And while it can be tough to resist the temptation to reconnect with your ex, even if they're in another relationship, please don't do it if this is the case. Have some self-respect. Don't let yourself become a plan B. Besides, you'll just be avoiding a lot of pain and unnecessary drama if you just move the fuck on in these types of scenarios. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to go deeper into my process for getting an ex back, download my reattraction cheat sheet below this video. And with that being said, thanks for watching and take care.